Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 17, Round 11 Austrian Grand Prix tonight. We head to the Styrian Hills for what should be an absolutely cracking race. The race in Tier 1 yesterday was probably race of the season, so high expectations for the race tonight. But yeah, I'm joined by DJ Danny in the commentary box tonight. So how are you feeling tonight, Danny? And are you excited for this race?
Well, if the race is anything like yesterday, then we're looking at a good one. Yesterday was quite incredible, really, for a battle for the lead, battle in the midfield. If we can get a similar field spread, then yeah, this is going to be exciting. I mean, Austria short lap times. It means that the gap is not too wide. So hopefully we can get some good racing as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, definitely delivered in terms of racing yesterday. It was very, very tight, the entire field actually. So we're hoping that they can repeat this in Tier 2 tonight, but we will have to wait and see. But we got quite a fair few new drivers in for tonight, making their STB debuts for the first time. One of them we are riding on board with, which is Such J in the Red Bull. And he is coming through the final corner now, and he's invalidated around the penultimate corner, so that is unfortunate for him. We'll see what time he can do though. He did a 3.1 in his first lap, so
that's a good first lap. Oh, match spun. He's hit the wall. He's not out by the looks of it, so you need to be careful not to get himself disqualified.
Well, he's going to struggle to spin it round with the cars coming through now as well. He's going to have to wait for a very long time.
Yeah.
He should be alright to spin it around now, but Tavares has put himself on provisional pole. Agonized Honey on his debut, just behind him, 6 thousandths down. We've also got CJ Allen is in for tonight as well. So we will have to see all of the new drivers, what they can do, whereabouts they end up in the order. But yeah, hopefully they can get themselves in the mix. There's a few drivers going on medium tyres, one of which is your championship leader, FMT Kevin. So interesting decision early on from him.
Yeah, I would have
see
thought
whether he actually sticks with it.
Drivers would go soft on the allocation. Obviously, they've made a decision to go with that, but STB Maudi doing a 103.4. Decent banker lap. I mean, anything in the mid to low threes, I think, is a decent banker lap, really. I'd expect pole to probably be a mid to high 2. I mean, yes.
Probably be a high 2.
But we shall see.
Kata puts himself on provisional pole. Didn't catch his lap, but he's setting the pace early on.
Martino's currently on a lap. He does a 15.7 for the first sector.
So we'll see those guys on the mediums, whether they will come back out on a set of softs, but they're very close together, all three of them. Kevin and Dan will separate by 1,000th. But the gaps in qualifying yesterday were very, very tight as well, especially in that midfield fight.
Half a tenth between 5th and 13th, I believe it was. I mean,
it's 4th and 13th. So yeah,
it's
what cars.
Yeah, it's one of those things where obviously with a short lap time it does help bring the field spread closer together, but to get gaps like that, I think it just shows the quality of the drivers as well, being so closely matched. As Martino does a 103.3, puts him into 5th place.
No one else is on a lap at the moment. They're all coming out for their second runs. Typhon will be the first one to cross the line to start his lap. And Kevin's now on a set of softs. I believe, yeah, Janino and Dalmas have done the same. So, not quite sure why they would benefit from going on the mediums early on. Just sort of, yeah.
I guess
Doesn't quite make sense to me, but...
Yeah, I guess you can get 4 runs in around Austria, which is why most of us. Oh, as Typhon gets a bit leery on the in turn 3 there. That corner is so.
Backed off his lap.
That corner is so tricky to get right. I'll see it off camber, and it's not easy to get grip as a lot of drivers will find out in qualifying. Yeah, going back to the medium strategy, you can get 4 runs in around here, but the mediums are. The strategy, I would say, is a soft to hard or a soft to medium. So maybe they just want that extra set of mediums just in case for the race.
Well, the fact they've used them though in the qualifying is
I guess
sort
it's
of contrary to that. So.
I guess it's better to have one set of scrub mediums just in case anything happens. They've only done 1 lap on them, so as Typhon cuts turn 1.
Matt's on a decent lap, I think. 3.1 goes on provisional pole. So no drivers into the 2s as of yet. But plenty of time still left in this session to do so. A load of drivers coming up to finish their laps now. One of which is new driver Agonized Honey. He is down on his time, I think, yeah, and he's coming to the pit lane.
As Such J is on a lap at the moment, just going through turn 3.
Crooken is as well, but he's invalidated his lap. So we'll see Such J. Matt's getting out the way ahead of him, should not impede him yet. Gets out the way fine. We'll see on the second sector Delta whether he is up or not. It's not showing me on my screen.
No,
so it's been a guessing game.
It's first lap, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it looks a decent lap so far.
Like a clean lap. Yeah,
Definitely
clean.
Oh, careful out the final corner.
VCRL shot comes on provisional pole, but Such J, the first person to get into the 2s, is a 2.8.
That's a good lap.
A good lap from the Red Bull. And it puts him over a 10th clear of the rest of the field. And Kevin as well, putting a 3.1 on his first lap on the softs. I think Maudi's on lap. He's invalidated his lap.
That's the thing. This track is so easy to invalidate on. Yeah, it's one of those where the tightest margin can mean the difference between pole position and not getting a lap in.
Well, it'll be very easy for them to get penalties in the race as well, so that's definitely going to be a defining factor for the race later on.
Yeah. But yeah, Such J, a good lap, 102.899. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they're going to struggle to challenge that, but the gaps are pretty close. Again, 9th to 1st, only separated by about 5 tenths. So.
Yeah, it is.
A load of drivers still to set their laps. CJ Allen's put himself into P9 with a 3.4. Agonized Honey's just going to start his lap now. He is the only driver on a lap at the moment. We'll see what he can do. Pretty clean through turn 1. Sitting in P7 as of now. He will get this one and one more. He is slightly up on his delta. Obviously, Sector 1's not a sector that you can gain masses of time, as it's only one corner realistically.
Yeah, unless you
see what he can do.
It's one of those where it can make a difference of how obviously you've got that big run up to turn 3. So nailing turn 1 can make a big difference, but yeah, in qualifying it's quite difficult to gain that attempt. I'll probably say more than a tenth.
He's going to get impeded here, Danny. He's got his teammate ahead of him, and his teammate's really not judged that well. And he's invalidated because of it as well.
I think that'll be investigated.
He's not happy with that. Yeah, that's not good from Martino. Yeah, Honey's not going to be happy with that.
As Martino's
back to his lap as well because he's invalidated. And that's Kata coming through trying to start his lap. No, it was Bram Nilsson. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that was Honey. Maybe put brakes on to say, "What the hell are you doing?"
He's not happy.
Goes within
18,000.
Yeah.
So he's put a decent lap in. Shark's on an out lap. I think Matt is on a flying lap as well. Matt, see what he's up on the second sector. He's pretty much matching his time as Nivellari puts in a good time into provisional P2, 4 thousandths off of pole. And I'm not sure Matt's he's invalidated. And he's boxed late on. Kevin's on a lap going through the final corner now. Haven't seen on his Delta, but it looks like a good time from where he's at through the final corner. He comes across the line, and it is provisional pole, a 2.8.
Good lap.
As your championship leader puts himself right up the top with 4 minutes left
Jay
in the
looks
session.
He's just starting a lap now. Good for.
We'll see if there's anyone else setting their times. I think Janino is on his flying lap, and he is 4 tenths up. But that is on his 3.8, so through the final corner he goes. It's not looking like a bad time, so he comes across the line. It's a 3 flat. That puts him into P6, and P6 to P1. As Kata goes just ahead of him in P6.
Kata and
P7 to P1 only.
Kata and Sharks on at the exact same time. As Such J has invalidated his lap, he was matching in the middle sector as well. He's got time for one more run though. He can box and go for another run, unless he fancies going for another lap here.
Well, Sharks are 10th up, Danny. This could be challenging for provisional pole if he can nail this final sector. So decent lap from the Hash driver at the moment. As he goes a little bit wide, misses the apex on the front right corner, but he's
gone wide. He's gone
wide, and he's invalidated.
What would it have been?
And it would have been a 2.8, so it would have been just
second
on the front row.
Oh, that's.
And I don't think he's going to get another run in. So that's disappointing from him. Loudon's invalidated his lap. He's coming into the pits. CJ Allen is on a lap and a 10th up as well. This could put him into the mix of the top 10 at least. He has gone a little bit wide, but he's gotten away with it.
On current form, he goes about 8th, I would have said.
I think he's boxing,
yeah, I think he's going for another lap. As he takes the correct route into the pits.
He's still very short on time. Either way.
Yeah, I guess the one thing with Austria is a very short lap, so.
Well, Matt's starting his lap. I think it's the first one out of final runners. It's a bit tentative through turn 1 there. He didn't quite commit himself.
The back end was a bit
twitchy. Slightly down this time. He is slightly up.
Using all the curb.
Takes a lot of curb on the outside, but again, a little bit tentative on the brakes. And that is the issue with going on the curbs. You can't really commit yourself full on the brakes, as the car just won't slow down enough.
A
bit
twitchy.
A bit slidey on exit. It's not looking like the cleanest of laps from the Mercedes driver.
It's one of those laps.
Tight on the apex though.
As he's up.
He is a 10th up, so he's going to have to absolutely throw it through his final sector and see if he can put himself at least on the front row here. It's going to be a tight one, but obviously a lot of drivers still out.
A bit of understeer.
Yeah, it's a bit of a scrappy lap from Mercedes, but we'll see what he can do now.
I reckon this is going to be a 2.9. Oh no!
It's a very slight improvement.
Oh.
He just didn't quite commit himself from that lap, and
he's going for another lap.
He had snap.
He had snap, but yeah, he's going for another run here by the looks of it. But he's
going to have an EOS.
He's already a 10th down, and it's way too much oversteer. As Nevillari is on his lap at the moment.
Tavares' middle sector. He's touched the grass on the inside. That's not going to help him much at all. But he is still 2 tenths up, Danny. So, and Maudi's retired from the station. Disappointing from him. Didn't improve on his first banker lap. He was feeling quite confident for this one. So yeah.
Good final turn.
Through the final corner. It looked a little bit ropey on the exit, but he's going to come across the line, and it did lose him time.
Oh my god, 1 millisecond between 5th and 7th.
Yeah. And everybody's on their laps now. I think Nevillari will be the first one to come across the line, so we'll watch him. Oh no, he's just coming to start his lap, I think.
Such J's
Make it to the line.
Invalidated.
He will. So Nevillari is going to be the final person to cross the line. Bram Nilsson's on a lap. He has invalidated though. So I think Such J will watch. He's invalidated as well, Danny.
Yeah.
So we'll watch your provisional pole sitter and championship leader, Kevin. As he should be, him and Damos will be the first ones now to set their final runs. So we'll watch Damos, and Damos is invalidated. So Kevin now through the final corner goes a little bit wide. And Such J's out, and Kevin's ruined his lap as well through the final corner. Dambos has come to start a lap. We see Such J's car on the left-hand side there. Kevin, I think, going for one more run.
Catter's in the wall as well.
Kevin's giving his teammate slipstream, so his qualifying's over, Danny. Trying to help his teammate out in this qualifying session. As we see, Lorry's invalidated again, Danny. But he will come around the final corner. He's gone very wide.
Dambos is on the lap at the moment. Going through sector 2 at the moment. Let's see what his split time is.
He's got a Haas ahead of him.
He's very slightly up. Oh, he's invalidated.
He's gone wide, yeah, and that is invalidation. So that's his session over. Shark is just ahead of him on the road. He is clean. Through the final corner, look decent. Oh, he spun! Oh, big crash! And he's out of qualifying. That's a big crash from the Haas driver. There's still a few on laps, but most of them have done them. As Juninho comes up to the line and doesn't improve. So only a couple more left. The two McLarens on the lap. And Tavares as well. Tavares is boxing.
What's Typhon doing? So 11th place at 103.
3.3. He's got free choice of tyres, so. And yeah, I mean, in the end, nobody improved on their times.
That was close though. I mean, Shark and Kata and Tavares 1 millisecond. I mean, you can't get much closer than that, can you?
Well, that is your grid for the Austrian Grand Prix, and it is championship leader F&T Kevin who takes pole position. His championship rival is currently P3. So it would definitely be a battle to look out for in the race. But yeah, F&T Kevin on pole position. Such J on his debut will start on the front row just behind Nevillari and Dambos. Two Alfa Romeos, P3 and P4. VCRL Shark is P5. TMR Kata finished in P6 in the end. Tavares P7. Juninho down in P8. He's going to be disappointed with that. Matt as well down in P9. Agonized Honey on his debut is in P10. LCR Typhon outside of the top 10 gets free choice of tyres along with Martino, CJ Allen, STB Maudi, Crooken, Bram Nilsson and TSR Dangerman. So the Alfa Romeos doing a pretty good job in qualifying there. And Nevillari putting himself into the mix for this race at least. That's what he needs to do if he wants to stay in this championship hunt. So we've got blue skies, clear weather here, which is good to see as we want to see some good racing for this session, as we saw yesterday in Tier 1.
a clean race.
Well, Kevin, despite the amount of races he's won this season, he hasn't started on pole position all that many times. His race pace has definitely been stronger than his qualifying pace so far, but that's definitely a positive sign for him. But yeah, he's got a load of hungry drivers behind him.
You think it's going to be the reverse tonight?
Well, I mean, it'll be good for the championship, but I think Kevin never really falters in the race. I don't really expect to see it tonight either.
We go away for the formation lap. Let's have a look what everyone's tyres are on. Not a lot of people going on. So you got Typhon, Maudi, Buchan, Bram Nielsen and Dangerman all on mediums, the rest on softs. Obviously the top 10 do need to start on the tyres they set their fastest lap on. But interesting. I would have thought...
I mean, if I was in their position, I would have started on the softs as well, outside the top 10. Purely because you don't really gain that much of an advantage around this track, particularly on strategy, starting on the harder tyre, unless you are going for the hards. As the soft to medium is a very difficult strategy to pull off, and obviously if you start on the mediums, you're going to have to go to the hard tyre at the end, or risk a puncture if you go onto the softs right at the end. So
yeah,
definitely conservative, I think, from medium runners. But if a safety car comes out, it's definitely going to benefit them as they can box either for another set of mediums and a set of softs at the end, or go for a set of hards. So
yeah, I think it's one of those where it allows you to offset, and as Typhon, his dash is getting minus 273 degrees on his dash. I hope that's not a bit of limitless
yeah, I mean,
there.
We'll have to watch him off the start. As we see the predicted strategy at the bottom there, it does say softs to mediums, but I think we're going to see not many of them go for the soft to mediums, unless there is a safety car that comes out. But TSR Dangerman lines up on the final position on the grid, and they're all in position for the Austrian Grand Prix. Lights ahead of the drivers, but it is a glitch on our end, so we'll wait for the drivers to get the lights on their screen. So here we go then. Lights on ahead of the drivers. And it is lights out and away we go. It's a brilliant start from Kevin, but Suchday's had an awful start and it's going to be Dan Boss up the inside at turn 1. Can he defend? He does, and there's contacts further back, and the two Haas have come together and they've hit the back of the Alfa Romeo. Mercedes of Matt off in the background, as we see a lot of drivers jostling for position coming into turn 3. They're nearly 3 wide at the top. The two Williams go wide, and it's up Williams, the inside. Martino, bit of contact between them as well. There's carbon fibre all over the track.
Yeah, he's got
very
damage.
audacious from the Williams drivers. Matt's now trying to get past Martino. Around the outside of turn 4. Can he get it done? And there's a bit of contact. That's ghosting, but he has made the move for now. And yeah, he's got the inside line now, and he's just behind Tavares. I think that Tavares also picked up a bit of damage on that opening stage. But no massive incidents. They're all still in this train as of now.
Tavares' wing looked okay for now. I don't know if it's maybe light green damage, maybe.
Typhon and Alan side by side. Typhon gets squeezed out by Alan in the Renault, who is on the soft compound tyres, obviously trying to make his way up early on. And
the Shark is boxed.
Got Shark in the pits yet.
He's
got up the scuffle at turn 1. It was either him or Tavares that just missed their braking point. I think it's turn 1, and they've all got caught out.
Onto the mediums now for Sharks. I'd expect
He's going for the move on Bram Nielsen. into turn 4 again. Brown Nielsen defends
Max
aggressively.
on the inside of Junior. They're side by side.
They're going to hold. Junior's going to try and hold the way around the outside, and he's going to have to back out of that. Going into turn 7, but he is going to fight back. Right on the back of the Mercedes driver. Can't get the move back down on him though. Bram Nielsen and Agonized Honey are still battling it out through that middle sector. It looks like Bram Nielsen has taken position.
Such J is closing in on Kevin. He's got DRS now. Let's see what he can do into turn 3. He's got DRS. Will he deploy his overtake a little bit?
No, he's saving it for now. He's already used 40% to try and keep with Kevin quite comfortably. His danger man's already picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Big
slide. And that is going to leave him vulnerable from Danbos for a little bit far back on this occasion. It's not what he's going to be wanting to do in those tyres early on. Agonized Honey still looking for the move on Bram Nielsen. Bram Nielsen goes defensive again. Can he get the move inside this time? He's going to try and outbrake him. And Bram defends very aggressively again. And they've made contact. And I think the two have got away with it. And Agonized Honey is still going for this move up the inside. And he gets it done on Bram. And I think they both got away with damage as well. So that's good to see from the pair of them. But Williams finally ahead of that racing point.
Speaking of Williams, CJ Allen's right on the back of Martino. Obviously Martino with that wing damage, it's going to be struggling in the fast corners. As he's got DRS now.
Oh, he's got a crash at the back. Danger man. And he's managed to keep it going, but he has hit the wall, and he's going to need a front wing change. As we see Such J right on the back of Kevin as well. Is he going to go for a move possibly into turn 4? Doesn't seem interested at the moment.
Back on Honey as well.
And Allen has been forced off. And we've got another spinner. Typhon's half span at turn 3. And he's lost a load of positions. CJ Allen was forced off by Martino in the end. And here comes Matty up the inside of Tavares with the wing damage. And they're going to go side by side now through turns 5 and 6. Will Matt hold the position? Tavares doesn't look to fight it massively, and he gets the move done up the inside. And he's now looking to get on the back of Kato, who's 2 seconds up the road.
Can't keep up. There's so much action going on.
This is what we love to see. Austria has definitely delivered so far this season. Still plenty of this race to go. CJ Allen's looking to get the move on Martino again. Bit of contact. We've got a yellow flag. That will be for Typhon. Typhon's had a spin up at turn 7, I believe.
It's Danger Man.
Oh, it is Danger Man, sorry. And Crooken's made his way past CJ Allen in this battle for P9. And then now we're going to have a long slipstream down into turn 3. Such J is on the back of Kevin as well. Is anyone going to go for a move? It looks like CJ Allen's going to go up the inside. And a bit of contact between the two of them. Crooken had to go wide. CJ Allen's got the move done. He's got DRS and slipstream on Martino, who's falling further and further back now.
Oh, they're side by side still.
And VCR of Sharks out, and there's a virtual safety car. And that's going to stop that battle between the two of them. Shark is in the wall at turn 1.
Very interesting to see when the virtual safety car ends, whether this helps or hinders anyone. Especially at the front, it's very tight. It's around about.
Dropped off the back of Kevin quite a lot there.
Oh, as Kato spun.
Oh dear.
He just lost it.
And he's got away with damage, I think.
He just dropped the rear.
Yeah, that's not good for the Racing Point driver. Gotten away with damage, as I said, though. Oh, he's knee spun into turn 1. And we have a green flag now, but he's going to be under pressure from CJ Allen. I'm not sure what's going on with the Racing Point driver. As we see Danbos possibly going for a move on Such J. These 4 getting really, really close now. Danbos has got wing damage. No, sorry, he hasn't. It looked to me as if he did. Is that Nivellari with wing damage?
Let's have a look.
No, I think they're both alright.
No, they looked okay.
Doing an STB Maldi as we got yellow flag. I think that is for Typhon this time. Yeah, he's had a half spin at turn 3 again. He's not liking that corner. But he carried on.
As Maldi is keeping on the back of Crooken.
Yeah, on the set of mediums as well.
As I mean, Martino might have had a good strategy, mate. It's a bit early for
Those hards won't go
cards,
to the end. That's the issue for him. He's going to count on the safety car late on, maybe.
Oh, he
He's
said
gonna
he
set
spun.
softs.
Martino spun, and he's hit the wall.
Oh no! And he's lost the front wing. And he's managed to keep going. We've got a full course yellow, pretty much.
Oh, there's a run around CJ Allen.
Oh, yep, Allen spun as well. We've got a battle for the lead as well. Gonna keep an eye on that. I think Kevin's got he's got DRS failure, and Such J's through, Danny. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Such J's gone for the lead. We did miss that. Not sure if either Kevin had a rear wing failure, or if he was actually still behind him going into turn 3.
As the two Alfa Romeos are now hunting him down.
Yeah, Matt
So let's see if he gets DRS. No,
he's not. Oh no, he is. Yeah, he must have been behind in the detection zone, so he's still going, which is all right. Tavares, even with the wing damage, is keeping up with Matt.
Oh, Such J had a bad exit.
And here comes Kevin. It should be an easy move into turn 3. He takes his deployment off, trying to get the DRS, but he's too far ahead.
Oh, Such J
right on the outside, Such J, and Kevin forces him off, leaves him a tiny bit of room. Will he go for the move down into turn 4? He is going overtake mode. Yeah, he's defending from down boss up the inside. He's going to defend, and Dan Boss going to have to go the long way around if he wants to get this move. He's a little bit too far back, can't get the braking move down into turn 4. And Such J holds the position for now. You see CJ Allen into the pits for a front wing change. And
oh, it's Martino spun again.
Oh, and right by lapped cars as well. And that I think he's managed to keep the car going for now.
I think a lot of people forgot what rear downforce is today. There's a lot
taking
of
their diffusers off or something, but yeah, a lot of drivers losing the rear end. Martino has managed to keep going.
Such J looks to maybe go for another
between the two Alfa Romeos, possibly. And the Valari still keeping with this train, which is important for the championship battle, of course.
Oh, Tavares is on the back of Matty now as well.
Yeah, he's got wing damage, and he's still keeping up with Matt. As we said, Matt with no DRS, very important around this track. He's not looking to make a move on Matt, though, I think, because obviously the wing damage he's got is Crook and
makes
side by side, and Kaz forced him off a little bit, but keeps the move right at the limit between these two. I think the softs are starting to go off a little bit now. The mediums have come into their own. Kata's rear end is all over the place in this race. Really struggling.
Yeah, as Maudi is on the back of them as well. Always.
Bit of a swerve.
Such J gets a
3-second time penalty already. Well. And we know that Kevin is notoriously good at keeping his nose clean. Crook can go for a move up into turn 3 this time around. He is on overtake and got DRS in the slipstream. Kata's going to go defensive on the inside, just try and keep him behind. And he's got very good straight line speed, Kata. You can tell he's running very low downforce. And he's gone deep at the hairpin, and it's going to give him the inside line. And he's now going to dump some of his overtake. He's going to have DRS as well to help him. Kat's now behind him, and the Red Bull defends the inside line. Will Kat send it around the outside? He's a little bit too far back, but he is going to try and hold it. And Crooking gives him the space, but he gets the move done on the Racing Point driver, and he's up into P8 now.
The problem is they're 5 seconds off the next car now. And once you drop out of that DRS range, it's quite difficult to catch.
Oh, he spun! Oh, he's in the wall, surely! And he's managed to keep a big accident out, but he has got wing damage on his left end plate. He's now skating through the gravel. And he's got a 10-second time penalty just to add insult to injury. And so look, he's coming into the pit. He is coming into the pits. Obviously recording the incident. And he's knee spun in the pit lane. He's spun in the pit lane. It's not good for the Racing Point driver. It's a disastrous race. He's going to have to count on a safety car now. And Suchay's going a bit deep. He only hits the back of Kevin in stand 4. And Nuvolari's dropping off the back of these guys a little bit. Still in DRS, crucially.
Looking at the ERS consumption, Such is on 55%, the rest are in the 80s. So Such using a bit more energy, but maybe just making sure that Dan Boss can't attack him.
Yeah, I think with Dan Boss coming through, obviously Kevin and Dan Boss do know each other, as we see Tavares coming into the pits. Very early stop.
Very early start.
But he should be going on a set of hards.
And he's speedy in the pit lane.
That's not how he scores. And Dan Boss is off the track, and that's going to give Nuvolari a go into turn 3 here. The two teammates are going to start battling. Nuvolari is going to go up the inside. Well. And Such up the inside, the two battling. And he's been forced off. Oh! It's very rough from the Red Bull driver. And Dan Boss has managed to keep his position on Nuvolari as well. I think those two made contact. We've got a yellow flag, and that is for Maudi. No, sorry, for CJ Allen. And Such is going really slow on the apex. And he's managed to keep his position.
I missed that. I was looking at Maudi as Maudi gets past Crooken
as well.
Side by side. Maudi's on the inside. So will he keep the position? Yes.
He will. Oh. He makes a move on the Red Bull driver. Yep. I think Such realised that he was very aggressive. Possibly could pick up a penalty for that as well. And so he has let the Ferrari driver back in.
As Kevin makes
Nuvolari into the pits.
Kevin made a bit of a mess to that final corner.
So into the pits as well, Annie. Yeah, and Such
I think the hard
Kevin now.
I think the hard strategy window's open now.
They're on mediums.
Interesting.
And here comes Such at the inside. And this time he sends it as late as he can. He's gone off the track, and it's going to give Kevin the move straight back. And Dan Boss as well is going to come past. As he goes too deep, Such and it's promoting down to P3.
It's a do or die move there, I think. And obviously it's cost him positions. As Maudi now into P5, 6 seconds off Matt. But this medium strategy could work out well with a well-timed safety car.
We'll have to see how those two manage it, STB and Crooken.
So I think Kevin,
they're
all gonna box.
They're all boxing, yeah. They're all boxing. I think Such didn't take the pit lane correctly there, Danny, so that could be an issue with the stewards. But yeah, they're all into the pits. Matt will continue. So I think Matt may be going for the medium strategy here. And these guys are going for mediums. They're all going for mediums, Danny, and I'm not convinced they're going to make it to the end.
I mean, until I was Crooken's
Nuvolari's jumped them all. Nuvolari's jumped them by miles, and he's winning. He's leading the race.
As Crooken goes down the inside of Maudi, can Maudi get the switch back? He's got DRS. Here he goes.
Stream. Here he comes on the fight back up the inside. That's turn 4.
Crooken didn't put much of a defence.
No, but he's battling back now. And they're going to go side by side all the way through the middle sector. Again, these two drivers, they're going to make contact, and he's in span. Oh, and Catter's out of the session, and Maudi's round. And it was looking so promising from the Renault driver, and they've made contact.
By the Red Bull driver.
Oh no. And Matt is into the pits, and Nuvolari is on provisional lead of this race, Danny. So it's now going to be who's going to go to the end of this race. Tavares
and Nuvolari. So Nuvolari's got Martino in front of him, who's currently giving him DRS, which I guess doesn't hurt.
Well, it's going to help him, yeah.
There's a
racing point off at the right.
Yeah, I think that must be Kata, who retired in the pit lane.
Shouldn't be an issue. Safety car wise. Yeah, the car's been cleared now. Nuvolari's finally made his way past the ghost car. Martino. Bram Nelson and Crooken still to pit in this race. see what strategy they're going to go for, whether they'll go for the softs at the end or for hards relatively soon. As Martino's Ghost picks up a penalty. Interesting.
I think it's Ghost because he's a lap down, rather than he's actually a Ghost.
Well, in that case, he should be getting out of the way for blue flags, but obviously not interested in doing that. Nuvolari sets fastest lap. Pace.
Such J is now in Kevin's DRS.
He is, and Damos is following him. And all of this chaos as well has brought Matt further into this battle with newer tyres and only 1.6 away from Damos. Nuvolari's made a mistake. Oh, we've had a spin! Oh, Martino's out! He's hit the wall, and that's a virtual safety car. And that was a big spin.
The medium runners can box now.
Yeah, but by the time they get to the pits, I think it's going to be green flag. So it hasn't timed.
Sometimes these virtuals can be out for a while. It all depends. But they are close to the pit lane now.
And we've got a spinner at turn 1 as well, Danny. It's TSR Danger Man. In all this carnage, he's decided to join the rest of them. He's managed to keep on going.
Crooken does not pit.
Bram.
Surprising.
Yeah. Maybe they're confident on a safety car late on. But it's brought Kevin right on the back of Nuvolari with that mistake just before the safety car, virtual safety car was deployed. Search J's falling off the back of Kevin, such as Kevin's pace in the last couple of laps.
Oh no, Kevin's got Nuvolari. I think the virtual safety car's ending soon.
It is, and here he comes, side by side, the two championship leaders. And Nuvolari at the inside. Oh, he's nearly hit the back of the racing point. And Kevin's going to get the switchback because of it, and he's now got DRS and the inside line. No, Nuvolari will have DRS. And no, Kevin will also have DRS. And he's going to go for a move at the inside. Around the outside, Nuvolari. Oh, contact! Contact between the two of them. And he's been forced wide, but he keeps going. Kevin gets the move done into the divisional lead of the race.
Bram Nelson could be a pain in the backside for these.
Yeah. This could help Nuvolari though. Depending on
it
how
could help or hinder, depending on how this goes. I must say, I'm surprised the top two did not pit under that VSC.
I think they're counting on the full safety car now, as Kevin's going to make the move into turn 1. Nice and easy, but Nuvolari sent one as well. Oh, great move from the other round, and he span, round span. And he's round at turn 1, and he's just kept out of the wall. But that's not good for his race as Suche makes his way past Damos. As Damos going to send one up the inside. Suche defends aggressively, but it's not going to help his exit. And he's lost it on exit as well. And he's hit the wall. Oh. And Suche's out. And he's spun again. And he's out of the race. And that's a virtual safety car again.
As Nuvolari's through.
Well, who made the move? I think
they're side by side.
I think it's Nuvolari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nuvolari takes the lead, and Suche went deep on the brakes and lost it twice on exit.
Well, if I'm cooking, I'm boxing now. What are you playing at? As he's getting a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, we're green flag already. We're green flag already. That was very quick. Virtual safety car.
As Matty gets past Juninho.
Matt's past Juninho, and he's now going to look to get on the back of Damos. Kevin's not had a great restart, and Danny, it's getting dark as well. Is there rain on the horizon? I mean, I haven't had a stop for a breather yet.
Juninho on the back of Tavares. Bit of contact into turn 1.
I think they've got away with it. Didn't see any carbon fibre yet. It looks.
It's Nuvolari gets the bad exit.
Yeah, and here comes Kevin. He's going to have the chance to make the move yet again into turn 4. Round the outside, Nuvolari gives him the squeeze. He's got the inside line. It's going to be very tight between the two of them. Nuvolari holds the position. Kevin with a switchback. Nuvolari slams the door shut and keeps the Ferrari driver behind him. And this is bringing these 3, these 4, these 5 drivers behind them.
Matty's to DRS.
He is. He's made his way into DRS. He's been out of it the entire race. He's now in this fight with the freshest tyres out of all of them.
And all this while Nuvolari is catching the Red Bull of Crooken. That could really play crucial in this
race. He's going to catch him in the middle sector, I think. And that's not going to help him because he's not going to have DRS down this straight.
As Kevin gets a decent exit, he's going to deploy that pack.
And he's right on the back of Nuvolari now. Here he comes. Off into turn 3, round the outside. Nuvolari outbrakes him, holds the move. But Kevin's going to have the better exit, and he's also going to have DRS. Nuvolari's going to go defensive again. These two are going to have a ding-dong battle all the way through the middle sector. Yet again, Nuvolari's going to have to outbrake him on the inside, which he does, but he's gone deep. And that gives Kevin the door, and he slammed it shut again. But here comes Kevin on the inside. Can he hold it all the way through the middle sector? He's got the move done. And Nuvolari's been force wide. And here comes Downboss as well, his teammate.
And Matt's just watching as well.
Yeah, and he's right in this now. And Janino and Tavares are also there. Tavares on the set of hards. If these guys can't go to the end, Tavares is on for this victory. But it's getting darker. Is the rain coming?
Nuvolari gets really bad exit. He's got very little deployment as well. Downboss
he's
has
harvesting. He's used all
Downboss
of it.
will be...
Oh, it's contact! It's around! Oh no! And Tavares has been caught up as well.
Oh no!
And I think, was that Matt hitting the back of Downboss? Downboss has been spun round. Tavares has been caught in it. Oh.
Matt got damage.
I think he got away with it.
And Matt didn't have any damage.
But he could be in trouble with the stewards after seeing that incident.
Oh, as Nuvolari's down to down to third. He went for a move on Kevin, but they've catched up to Crooken, who's on 20 lap old mediums.
And he's really going to be holding up Kevin through this middle sector, which could help Nuvolari in his quest to take this lead. But he's got such little ERS compared to Kevin, so he's going to need to start harvesting.
Crooken is
he's into the
boxing.
pits, and that is probably going to help Nuvolari. But Kevin will get DRS for this straight, which isn't going to help Nuvolari, but he may have a chance to get the move up into turn 3 yet again. See what his exit is like. Kevin gets a very good exit. Yeah, Crooken on softs. He's going to the end of the race. Good stint from the Red Bull driver, but he's going to have to make up a lot of ground
on Matt.
Yep,
It goes at the inside.
Oh, they're going to be contact, and Matt just turned into him. Gave no room for the Ferrari driver, and
always he gets past Bram Nilsson again. Well, for Crooken, if there's a safety car right now,
yeah, I mean it's going to help him perfectly. But I mean, he's a long way off this battle for the lead, but possibly a P5 could be on the cards if he's got the pace.
He's gained half a second. He's closing in on Bram Nilsson quite quickly. It's nearly 5 seconds, and it was 6 seconds at the start of this lap. I expect a purple middle sector here. Flying along.
Talking about flying along, Nuvolari again looking to make the move.
He's gone wide
at turn 1. That's definitely going to be a warning. But he is still going to go for the move here, Danny. In the slipstream now, coming up to turn 3, the favourite position for the overtaken. And here he comes on the inside. And he's going to get DRS as well. Very smartly played from Nuvolari. And yeah, here he comes. He's going to get DRS. And he's got the move on Kevin. I don't think Kevin's going to fight back here. As Nuvolari has got the DRS. And he's got the move up into P1. But yeah, as we we're saying, he really needs to save some of his DRS now.
Yeah, he's harvesting at the end of straights now, which obviously Kevin will see that and know that what that means. As Matt is nearly within DRS range.
Yeah, he's been involved in a fair few incidents this race, but he's still on for this victory. He can just get himself in that DRS range. Just needs a tenth of a second.
Juninho is also in Matt's DRS.
Yeah, he's dragging him along. Matt's just outside that DRS range. Is about a tenth either side, so he's going to need a good lap to get him into that DRS zone.
Oh, he's 9 tenths now.
But it's going to be so close coming into this detection zone.
It's just outside.
Kevin doesn't go for a move on Nuvolari. Nuvolari's still really low on the ERS. I think Kevin's... here he goes though. He's using his overtake now. And this is going to be another fight through the middle sector. And now Nuvolari on the inside. He's going to outbrake Kevin again, but Kevin's going to get the switch back. Can he get the move this time round? He can't. Nuvolari holds it again. Oh! Squeezes him on the grass.
I was going to say, we've seen this one before.
Yeah, and that has given Matt the opportunity to get into DRS. And I think Kevin is going to be absolutely fuming in that cockpit. He knows that Nuvolari is just dumping his back to keep ahead every time. But yeah, Nuvolari's really struggling on the ERS. He needs to save some now that he's got a bit of a gap to Kevin.
Has Kevin got damage?
No.
Because he's dropped to 8 tenths to Nuvolari.
Yeah, I think he's not happy. He's not happy with the driving standards of the Alfa Romeo. But
well, Kevin is probably as red as his Ferrari car at the moment.
Yeah. We were speaking about it in Canada. Out of all the drivers, Kevin's the one to keep his head the best. Even in times of mass battles, he's the one that keeps his head and sees the bigger picture. As Brown Nelson sets the fastest lap of the race. So Matt is now in this battle, and so is Juninho.
As Cook is 3.5 seconds off P6.
Yeah, he's not gaining massively. I thought his pace would be... Oh! Juninho's knee span! Had a massive moment coming out the middle sector. He's gotten away with it.
His rear tyres are not happy. They're showing on his dash at 110. He might want to cool the car a bit there.
The thing is, I think these guys as well have been fighting so much every lap.
Kevin's going for a move.
Yep. These tyres are going to really be dead at the end. I think Nuvolari, he's going to go defensive at the end. Kevin used a lot of ERS to get even near to Nuvolari in that occasion though. Is he going to dump his back now as well, try and get the move? He is, and he gets a switch back, and he's got the inside. Great move from Kevin to switch to the inside. Can he now hold this move? He can. He gets the move on Nuvolari. Bit of contact between the two of them again. And Kevin makes a move up into P1, and he's going to try and look to disappear off into the distance. With Matt now pressuring Nuvolari. Matt's got a mass amount of ERS left, so he's in a good position here. But if he wants to challenge for this lead... If Matt wants to challenge this lead, he needs to get past Nuvolari.
The funny thing is, I don't think any of these medium runners are making it.
I don't think they are. I mean, obviously, Nuvolari's picked up a penalty. Yeah, obviously, I mean, I did race practice yesterday for the race in Austria, and, I found it extremely difficult to even make the mediums go near the race distance. Let alone all the way. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, Matt has got the freshest tyres out of all of these, so he's in the best position. Yeah, Kevin, Nuvolari, Dambos, Juninho, Matt took a penalty. That was a silly place to do it as well. Some corners which it will gain you time, and it's, although obviously you don't want to get it, it's better to do it.
Yeah, Kevin, 0 warnings.
Yep, just press that.
Oh, it's Nuvolari's hit him.
Oh my goodness, he's nearly spat as well, and that's given Matt the opportunity now. And he's not going to make room to turn one, but Nuvolari dumped his pack yet again, and he's got nothing to defend against Matt here. Matt's got another warning there, I think, into turn 1.
Yeah, he's going to have to surely use the ERS.
Yeah, he's not using it, but he's still gaining, because Nuvolari, I think, he's derating at the end of the straight. He's got nothing left. And this is giving... Oh, and Juninho on the inside, and he's spun! Oh, no! And he's lost his wing. And that is game over for Matt. A bit rough from Juninho. Didn't quite catch the move entirely, but he's got
all
the
of them
move.
are out of DRS range of each other now.
Yeah, I think Kevin might drive with the victory here. I think he's been the quickest driver. out of all of them for the entire race, but just hasn't been able to get out of DRS. And here is his opportunity. So that's disastrous from Matt. I think his chances of even a podium are running thin now, and he's going to have Downboss chasing him from behind.
Tavares is distracted.
Yeah, he was running in a points position as well, just behind STB Naudi. And Janino is already on the back of Nivellari, who seems to be struggling still. Janino's not got a massive amount of ERS either though. And this is the first point in the race that I've been able to breathe. Don't know about you, Danny, but
yeah,
it's been hectic to say the least. And as I was saying, Kevin has already dropped 5 tenths in 1 lap on Nivellari.
Oh, as Matt, I thought Matt was spinning there, but I think it was just a camera angle. As Juninho's closing in on Nivellari.
Yeah, maybe looking to make the move into turn 3.
What was it?
Yellow flag, I'm not sure who that's for. I think it was Crooken off the road, briefly.
Here comes Juninho.
Yeah, here he comes. He's absolutely dumped his pack to try and get near Nivellari. Nivellari defends the inside as usual, gets a bit of a slide on the exit. And they're going to have similar amounts of ERS here, so it's going to be Juninho to try and make the move into turn 4 again, around the outside. And Nivellari absolutely sends one at the inside. He's surely going to go deep there. And he is, and Juninho's going to fly back. There he comes, around the outside. Yeah, Nivellari's going to have to give up that position. And the two of these really have no ERS left now. This is going to be a big battle for P2 and P3. Matt's now fallen off the back of these guys with the wing damage. And he is getting caught by Downboss, who obviously was involved with Matt in that incident at turn 1 a couple of laps ago. And Nivellari's picked up another penalty.
He's on 12 seconds now.
It's not good from the Alfa Romeo. If you name a more iconic duo than Alfa Romeos and penalties in Austria, then
yeah,
I'd give you an award for that, but here he comes. And the outside, he's going to try and make the move possibly into turn 4 with the second DRS zone. Juninho gets a decent exit though. He should be able to stay ahead of him. But no, Nivellari's going to have slipstream. Is he going to send one up the inside? Late braking. Thought about it.
He thought about it.
Contact.
Oh, he's tapped him.
I think he really wanted to go for that, but thought better of it. Yeah, he's running out of fuel as well. As we see Kevin 3 seconds clear now.
That boss getting half a second on Matt in that last lap.
Yeah, he's really going to struggle to keep the Alfa Romeo behind. Not sure what the penalty situation is for. Well, there, Downboss just picked one up. We know Matt's already got one. I think Downboss, that's his second penalty at least.
Third.
Oh, and Nivellari's round. He's out. And he's going backwards on the pit straight.
He's reset the track. That is not allowed. That is not allowed.
It's gone from bad to worse for Nivellari, but this now means that Matt still has a chance at this podium. He's got Downboss chasing him down.
Now. Is this going to go from bad to worse for him as Honey goes around the outside?
Yeah, he's got nothing to respond. He did manage to keep it out the wall, but yeah, his ERS is still really low, not looking to make the move on the Williams driver. Oh, and Agonized Honey's just swerved onto the grass there.
Oh, he just jumped on board then. I thought he was going into the wall there.
Well, he was on a straight, so I mean, if he was trying to break the slipstream, that's definitely an interesting way to do it.
As Downboss is nearly in DRS. I mean, Matt could still win this if the front runners get punctures, maybe. That's the only way I can see this.
I mean, they're still going though. They don't seem to be slowing down. Downboss is now crucially in that DRS zone, or he was. Not anymore. Might not get it on this lap. No, he's not going to get it on this lap. So, possibly coming out of turn 3, he will. Interesting enough, Matt is keeping with Juninho. Is Juninho trying to do some last-minute tyre saving? I think he is. I mean,
yeah, maybe.
Matt with wing damage is closing. CJ Allen's got past Tavares. Tavares obviously disconnected a couple of laps ago. But he's put himself into the points position. Matt is in DRS range for now, but he will struggle for his middle sector with the wing damage. Yeah, you see he's dropped a couple of attempts. Danbos closes in now. A few laps to go, Danny. Will these guys actually make it to the end of the Grand Prix?
It's a very good question. Novolari gets another 3-second time penalty and goes wide at the final corner. It's not been a...
It's just come out the pits ahead. That's Typhon, and
that's going to give Juninho DRS.
No, I think he's... Yeah, no, it should do. Just about. So that gives Juninho a little bit of breathing space. For now. Matt is still right there. And my only explanation for Juninho's pace now is tyre conservation. So he's on the oldest tyres out of all of these.
Yeah.
I'm surprised these guys have made it this long.
If you look at his front left, in certain angles you can see where it doesn't look pretty.
Yeah, he's taking it easy, you see, through that middle sector. I think he's on the limit.
He must be critical for tyre wear.
And obviously he's now got a fight off these two behind. Downmost picks up another penalty. It's going to be important for his afternoon. And he's still slowing. So Matt with his wing damage now has the opportunity to put himself...
Oh, it's a yellow flag.
Oh, Liverpool's out. He's out. It's gone from bad to worse to awful from the...
Yeah, he's in the wall.
Yeah, that's his afternoon done with just 2 laps to go. And Matt now is looking for the move on Juninho. Is he going to get it done now? Is he close enough?
I think it's going to be a last lap.
It's going to be very late. He's going to go for the move. He doesn't think of it this lap. But Danbos has fallen off the back of these as well. Is he trying to save his tyres as well in these late stages? I think, yeah, Juninho's tyres are just, they're gone, Danny. They're gone. And I think Danbos is now hitting that same point, and Matt's got that one more lap where he can push and try and get himself in the podium position.
Is similar.
Yeah, they've got plenty to dump on this final lap as they come on to the final lap now. Kevin will start his last lap, 8 seconds clear now. And it wasn't a dominant performance the whole way, but he showed his pace late on. And here comes the battle then for... Oh, Matt Span! No! And he's lost it. And Danbos is through into P3 for the podium. And that's a massive mistake from the Mercedes driver.
I think this is going to come down to penalties. I didn't even realise Honey is on the back of all 3 of them.
He is, he's been closing all the time.
Honey only has 1 penalty.
So this could be a podium position on his debut. And I'm surprised these guys have made it to the end, Danny. I mean, 22 laps on a set of mediums.
Yeah, that front left does not look pretty.
Crazy. And yeah, he's really under pressure now, but I think that's going to be it. As Kevin now rounds the final corner, and after a ding-dong battle the entire race with the championship rival, he extends the gap hugely as he wins the Grand Prix. And all of these guys are going to make it to the flag, Danny. And it is Juninho who will take it on track. Danbos just behind, and Matty P4. What will it end up? And it is Honey on his debut to take the podium. Great drive from the Williams.
He got within that area to take advantage, and yeah, an excellent drive by the Williams driver on his debut.
As the guys forward ahead, he kept it clean the entire race. Danbos drops to P5 with the penalties. Bram Nilsson, quiet race from him, but P6. Crook and P7. Mauri will finish P8. CJ Allen will be a little bit disappointed, I think. But he will take home 2 points. And he is the final finisher in your Austrian Grand Prix. And yeah, I mean, we saw the race yesterday was very exciting, but I think that one was even better.
Yeah, I mean, for the first, 25 laps, I don't think we could get a breath in.
No. Absolutely fantastic race. And it is Kevin who comes out on top yet again. And I think at this stage, Danny, he's actually not that far off of wrapping up the title after Nuvolari's retirement.
Yeah, I mean, it must be close. I mean, it's been a dominant performance all season by him, really. But as you see there, the only person not to get penalties either.
Yeah, kept a clean sheet. I think. Didn't even get a warning. So he's just showing us race by race how he can get stronger and stronger. But here is your final grid, or your final positions. Janino up from P8 on the grid to P2. He took those tyres 22 laps as well, Danny, so definite mention for him for driver of the day. But for me, I think Agonised Honey with a great race. I'd give him driver of the day.
Yeah, I'd agree on that. I mean, yeah, to get a podium on your debut is no easy feat. And yeah,
Bram
yeah,
Wilson
it's good
as well
to,
from P16, Crooken from P15, so a
yeah,
lot of these
I
guys
mean,
putting in very solid drives.
Yeah, I mean,
drivers.
Danger Man will get a point as well due to Tavares not being in. So, so I believe he will get
That's
8
only his
points
second
as well.
points finished as well. So
yeah, well done to him as well. Yeah, Maudi in P8, fastest lap.
What
as
could have
well.
been for him as well? I think
yeah,
that instant with Crooken possibly battling for P6.
Well, yeah, he could have been fighting. I mean, he was cost him probably 20 seconds.
Well, he only got 2 penalties in the end.
Yeah,
ahead of him had a load of penalties.
I think he could have got P6.
Yeah, I think he would have fought for P6, but
maybe even P5 because it cost him about 15-20 seconds, I would have said. So yeah, really unfortunate for Maudi. I mean, he did look strong in that race, and it is a shame, but obviously these things happen, and I'm sure it will be looked at because it was quite rude by the Red Bull driver.
Well, yeah, he'll be disappointed, but he'll be raring to go for the next one, I'm sure. Just check quickly, Honey, are you able to give us just a quick interview for the stream?
Yes.
Alright, lovely. If you'd like to just include your audio in the party, we'll give you a couple of questions and you can be on your way.
This is including.
So obviously, P3 on your debut, very solid race, kept your nose clean, and yeah, on the podium. What are your thoughts after that race?
Yeah, it was a very nice race. Actually, I start P10, and from P10 I go on the P. Actually, amazing. Because yeah, I am very happy for podium. And yes, maybe I have this podium because I don't have this corner cutting.
Well, you were voted driver of the day by me and DJ Danny. It was, as we said, a very good drive from you on your debut. Going ahead to next week, obviously we head to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. What are your expectations? Where are you hoping to be fighting for in the race?
Yeah, hoping podium or actually like a win or like just be top P5. It was okay for me.
Well done on your podium, and thank you very much for the interview. We will see you next week as well.
Yes,
So,
bye bye, thank you.
That wraps up your Austrian Grand Prix, Danny. Absolute cracker yet again. So we'll definitely be sure to come back to Austria next week. Next season. But yeah, we head to.
Can't do Austria every
Yeah,
week.
well we could. That's what they did the opening 2 rounds.
Steering Grand Prix.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great race. And Kevin comes out on top yet again. And he's really, really walking away with this now in the championship. But yep, next week we head to Silverstone, which should be an absolutely fantastic race. Obviously, home of STB, and home for a lot of the drivers in this league. So yeah, do join us next week, Monday evening, with STB Maudi and Riggsy as we head to Britain for our Tier 1 race, and join me and, well, I'm not sure, I'll have a co-commentator with me for the Tier 2 race on the Tuesday as well. But thank you very much for everybody who watched tonight, and we will see you next week.